welcome to Dishing the Dirt, Episode 2. My name is Aaron.
And my name's Vince, and we had such a great time bringing you the first episode. We both went to Harrisville and had fun in different ways.
And we brought you guys a first look at G16sport.co.nz and the new platform G16 Nation.
But that was last episode, so what's on this week?
What is on this week? Well, I got the opportunity to take out on the road for real a 900 horsepower Hellcat.
And I took my Mitsubishi Colt to a Wellington family speedway this time.
The other thing we did is we have put together probably what is going to be the best music video of this year.
It's terrible, really. But to make up for that, we did follow Malcolm Ngatai around to see what goes into a night of teams racing. And as well as that, we looked at teams racing from the point of some newbies. So let's have a look at a bit of a teaser for that one.
Teams racing, something we all want to watch and something most drivers all want to do. From the Wellington Young Guns, we will follow Jared Higgins and Daniel Bizard in their first competitive outing. And in his first competitive outing for the Canterbury Crushers, we will check out how it went for Braden Lennon. Any nerves?
First team race, so yeah, it'll be good fun. I was told it's in the blood and not to worry about it, and I'm not worried about it, eh? If you look at the dip here, the whole dip is sheared apart, so... Proud of that one? Yeah. I wrecked it for you. That's what you keep telling me to do.
So that looked pretty cool.
Mate, it is very cool. But what we're going to do now is transport you into the world of Malcolm Ngatai racing down there in Canterbury. Malcolm Ngatai, he is an absolute legend of the sport, and down there in Canterbury, he has one of the coolest speedway workshops you're ever going to see. In a sport filled with overachievers, a select few become the epitome of the sport's DNA. A champion, a team owner, a benefactor. We get to meet Malcolm Ngatai as he and his team gets prepared for the very first race of the 2021 season.
I do spend a lot of money on Speedway, and without my company there's no one in the world I could do it. And where did it all start? That old bugger up there, Ron Clark. He taught me everything I know. We sort of cover a fair bit of stuff, road sweeping and hydro excavation, got vacuum trucks. That's my first ever truck I worked in.
Wow. That's cool.
The handsome chap was about 24 then. Yeah, that sucker there, that's an air vac truck, which is, there's not many in the country, there's only a couple of companies that got those, so they're specialised, and we brought that one in from England ourselves. Cool. Who's that?
That's cool.
Who's that guy? This is one of my pride and joys, 1960 Cadillac. I know it's not speedway, but this is me. This is 1220 horsepower, supercharged 540 cubic inch big block Chevy. So when I'm not racing speedway, I like to get out for a skid in the old girl. This is our Murray Gorge Super Saloon. There's a bit of news that we've got a brand new one coming. It's true, it's still out at Mark Osborne's. We're hoping to have that in about a week's time. We come over to the 19C car. We're pretty late getting the engine for this one. That's the last Murray Gorge Super Stock ever built. We come down here, this is a tri-rail. This really hasn't got one person's name to it because it's had a few people build it. It's a good car. Harley fits in it well, Harley Rob, and he loves hitting people with it, which is good, so that's what they're built for. I'll also look after sort of 5 or 6 other guys. And we've got Cam here, Glenn Scott, who unfortunately passed away. He bought the car for Cam and his family to enjoy, and they've got a couple of seasons enjoying it before they decide what to do with it. They didn't have anywhere to work on the car, so I've given them a corner of the shed to work on it. Same again, this is the Parrot. He works from his car in here. Nothing, I don't give him a lot, but I give him space to work on his car. They all really appreciate it, which is good. This is the stock car that Harley drives. Michael Ford, he owns the car, him and his father. Obviously Harley needed somewhere to work on it. It's quite handy that Harley's around, so we make him work on our car when we need it as well. So that's a Harley stock car, they'd call it. It's a special engine, it's a Harley engine, newly manufactured. Yeah, so Harley should have to have this when the super stocks to give me a chance. As I said to him, I'm double his age now, so the reactions are a wee bit slower. That's Mustang. Hey? Hey, what do you reckon, mate? You're going to drive? Yeah? Are you going to skid? And then we've got the Lennon tri-rail. Steve has just moved houses and was a bit tight for room, so me and Steve go back a long, long way. And so Brado, that's Brado's corner. Yeah, that's a bit of a tour of the shed. Yeah, it's my way of looking after a few guys that just didn't have anywhere to go, and it's a great atmosphere. A couple of nights in the shed a week, a few beers, and yeah, all good guys, all good in their own different little ways, which is great. Yeah, for me, getting started in the season, obviously all winter we're pulling the cars to bits, checking all the bearings and brakes and brake lines, and there's just so much to check. Obviously we could do it a lot faster, but we do it at a good pace in the winter. Yeah, obviously we're just, Kerry's got the sucky job, put the bell house in and stuff back in the car. We only got it fired up on Thursday night, so we try not to do too much on a Friday night. Kerry's my main crew chief. Obviously all the boys are important, but I think we've been together nearly 20 years. He keeps saying he's going to give it up, but I'll tell him when he can give it up.
Give it up when he gives it up.
Yeah. So yeah, you're nothing without your crew, and really respect the crew for the time and effort they put in. Without them, yeah, we wouldn't do it. All the guys must know that, and some guys do it by themselves, but they must have plenty of time. I definitely haven't got all the time I used to have. Yeah, very lucky to have some good guys around us. Obviously the flame-proof overalls, we have to be specially approved overalls and stuff. These overalls I got made in the North Island. They're really good rated overalls. And when we race, we have to wear fire protective gear under our helmets. Also, some tracks ask us to wear underlining as well. Even though I've got triple layer overalls, some tracks ask us to wear fireproof underwear, which is fully there. Obviously, we have to wear fireproof boots. We run a few neck devices. I'm a bit old school. I run the old neck brace. Some people run the harms and all that stuff. I find them too rigid. I like a bit of movement, especially when you're hitting that wall. So that's something I run. We run a bit of shoulder protection. A lot of the rugby league guys wear these. These just drop over our shoulders and save a bit of the old seatbelt burn that the guys used to get. Obviously a crash helmet, I'm just about due for a new one. We've got knee pads, we've got elbow pads, and we've got a messy gear bag that I was just working on before you come up. So yeah, I've got to get through here and sort out bits and pieces. We have radios through to the cars and stuff, so I've got a bit of junk in there. That's my job today, to get through and sort that out. And then Megan will take over on the night and make sure I've got all my gear and stuff all ready. Braden Lennon, he's quite into pretty bright colours, and I says that I'm not. So he's come this year with this new design. It's I suppose it's a bit of an army type design. It's I quite like it. We've just got a few more little stickers. Got the pit crew and that to put on the car, and a couple of labels, my name on the car. Yeah, it's going to look quite good when we patch together later in the day. Obviously, I've got it here this morning and the boys are doing the last prep jobs. We've got gearboxes to put in and a couple of weld jobs to do, but we'll get that done shortly, and we're going to run the engine up and down the street. I'm not telling you where I live because we're probably not supposed to do it, but we'll give the engine a run in and then we'll get out and fresh it tonight. So yeah, day's going to be sort of going on all day, and it doesn't seem to slow down, and next minute we're at the track and next minute we'll be all over. We do it all again for next week.
So that was a bit of a look into the world of a guy that's not just a good racer, he's also a mentor, a car builder, and he shows what the family ethic is all about in Speedway.
Yeah, he's almost created a little family of super stock and stock car drivers, even super saloon drivers, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
Yeah, which is pretty cool to see. So, there's going to be plenty more of Malcolm Ngatai coming up later in the season. As well as that, we have some other pretty cool stuff, including another round of Speedway Yes Way.
Oh, Speedway Yes Way. I can't wait to see that again, because last year that was absolutely awesome. Other than that though, we're going to take a Group A saloon to Manfield and have a bit of a drive around the track with Everly Motorsport.
As well as that, we have some highlights from some of our events around the country, including the Modified Invasion and the Dirt Cup and the Celebrity Challenge, which has some pretty cool drivers in it.
And we got to sit down with Murray Gorge, the 6-time New Zealand Modified Champion and race car building legend.
That's right, and while we were at Murray's, he actually threw you the keys to his Hellcat.
He did. I got the keys to a beast.
In 2019 Dodge Challenger Hellcat, a red-eye version, which is the bigger horsepower one than the standard one. It goes good.
Oh, wow.
Massive supercharger.
Look at that.
Tell me the top speed's 220 miles an hour, in miles an hour term, you know, in America.
Over the next few years, we are embarking on a journey to tell the story of the 6-time New Zealand Modified Champion, Murray Gorge. We're going to bring you some highlights of where that journey sits so far. And Murray also threw me the keys to a 797 horsepower Dodge Challenger Hellcat. So we are Coffee is a cow. That's sweet. That shall be exhilarating. Oh, nothing else that happens in the next wee while will be even remotely exhilarating. Holy shit! It ain't no Mitsubishi Colt. And Murray, tell me a bit about the license plate here at the front.
Oh, that's the years I won the New Zealand Champs in the modified. You'll see there the 1NZ 6 times, and then the years I won it underneath there.
Nice.
You're sort of saving it up to put it on a car.
Yep.
Hopefully my last one. Oh, Malcolm Ngatai.
Oh.
One of the early photos.
I was here in Speedway. I've heard that name before.
Oh, that was brother's car the year he got 3NZ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very similar to one that I had myself.
Yep.
He got 3NZ in that one.
You mentioned obviously you got into the driving because your brother was into driving, and he was already racing Newton Gorge. So brotherly rivalry at all in there, or do you just more help each other out, or are you rivals, or how was that dynamic?
Oh, that was bad really. We both wanted to win too much, and of course Newt had the Kurigi car at that stage, and I had my own, and it was the old story. Big brother tried to prove he's better than little brother and vice versa, and we had a bit of friction on the track actually. It was quite hard in the early days, but as we grew up we got better.
Yeah, with him, yeah, he was always clever with machinery and always still is, you know what I mean, and as you well have seen, and just, yeah, more of a natural at it, and definitely at the driving he was always a natural too, to be quite honest, yeah, with gear and cars and stuff in his younger days, yeah.
Tony
So
always
he
kept,
went in as number 8 and
Yeah.
came out at the end of the season 1NZ.
yeah, he never ever changed to 1NZ. He likes his number 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
always
a
run
car
number
you
8.
built though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. In 1991-92, Bertram won the 1NZ. 92-93, you came and got your first 1NZ. What was that like? Was it a pretty important time, I assume?
Oh, that was just unreal. I think off memory that happened in Wellington, the first one. And I'd been trying for years. It was all I ever wanted to do when I started racing was to get 1NZ. All I wanted was just once and I would have been happy. Oh, another one there, that was the car I built for the Hintons, Field Talk.
Oh, yeah.
Paula drove that.
Paula, yes.
Yeah, she went real good in that too. As you can see, she got the checker flag there.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Jacko pulling a big wheel stand the other side of Bunter.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know whether it's a wheel stand or he's climbed over his right rear, I'm not too sure.
And Muzzer was always around in the day. Like, I used to sit on the bank and watch him, and like, you know, he was the man. And if he was in the car today, he still would be. When he came back, I was racing, and if we got second to him, we'd won.
Yeah.
In our eyes, Muzzer's always like thought outside the square. He's like a mad scientist, really.
You've been 1NZ yourself, so obviously that, you know, you're following a legacy from Bertram through to Gorge and then through. That must have been a pretty proud moment, and I know that Murray said he was pretty damn proud of you as well.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Absolutely. Cool, he's in the shot. Yay.
Big toes out.
So Bertram won the title yet again in 91-92. It must have been... The cat's licking his balls. Oh.
Come on.
That's hilarious.
I've had lots of arguments with lots of different people over that, and the way I've done it, the rear percentage is still exactly as the same as the short wheelbase ones. Go between them, one there and one down there.
Yep.
and when that moves up and down, that just goes with the suspension, and that changes the roll centre of the car. It's just a side rail.
Side rail?
These are bumpers here waiting to get welded up when I find time to do them. It's a 1974 540 cubic inch V8.
Stock car teams racing. What is it? Teams racing is where two rival stock car teams with 4 cars on each team play a game of speedway chess. Some cars raced across the line first, and the rest, well, they're tasked with stopping them. But really, Teams Champs is an insensitive, merciless beast where the gladiators of our sport put their bodies on the line. Taking hits as any All Black would face in the tackle, these stock car teams contestants have just as much desire to cross the line, the finish line, for the checkered flag. Fans worship these teams, and the job, it comes with a lot of honour and a lot of hard work. So to get a spot on a team is not a foregone conclusion, even if you are fast in other formats. We got to follow 3 newbies to teams racing at 2 separate events with 2 contrasting outcomes. Let's import you into this world, starting in a place where the lows can also be the highs. Cars make their way from the line. Higgins in the front pack, Bouzade in the backpack.
I was told it's in the blood and not to worry about it, and I'm not worried about it, eh?
Well, I guess it's lucky he's not worried about it.
Please start, please start, please start, please start. And then it started, I went back into gear, it stalled, I was like, come on, it's still running, I'm still racing. If you look at the diff head, the whole diff head's sheared apart, so.
Bouzade out, Higgins, battles on.
Or not. And I was like, fuck, and then I was like, slow down. I was like, oh, fuck it, I've just got to go. Go on,
well, fucking we took over in the 10-1 in July. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. But I had no idea because old
oh, bro, I haven't so fucking fast. Oh, here we go, here's a video. race, man.
Yeah, no, that was
The car's fucked, but
you should see mine. Yeah, I've got another beam.
I'm surprised you raced. Yeah. Oh. Proud of that one? I wrecked it for you. It's what you keep telling me to do. Fuck no. I'm pretty sore after that one. Even though we lost that, I'm still amped by that. That was like a race and a half.
Renee, how's this team owner's gig, mate?
Love it. Love it. I told him to crash it. I said, whatever you got to do, put it on the line. But if the engine's overheating or there's a problem with the engine, you stop. But as for everything else, go hard.
Well, he did. He ran real hard. It was great. What do you reckon?
I was told it's in the blood and not to worry about it, and I'm not worried about it, eh?
You're not worried about it?
My arm's a bit sore, but fuck yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Is that your first? No, it's not your first.
It's the first team's race against non-club members.
Whoa.
So first team's race against an opposing team, and we pissed them off in the first race, so they went handy in the second race, and they deserved that win. I would have liked to be out there longer, but if you look at the diff head, the whole diff head's sheared apart. So yeah, lucky the trailer's got a winch. It's not too bad, no. It's not that bad.
So they got totally smashed up, but they loved it.
They did love it.
So you can check out more wicked action just like that on g16sport.co.nz. And don't forget to sign up to G16 Nation and share all your photos and videos with everyone as well.
That's the one. And following on from your Colt story at Harrisville, mate, did you decide to take it one step further?
Well, funny you say that, because at Harrisville in the last episode, they didn't actually let me race against other cars. I think it's because they're a bit worried that I'd show them up in just a regular road car. So I was pretty determined to get out on the track against some other cars. So at Wellington Family Speedway, I decided to take matters into my own hands, and let's see if I make it out on the track.
Just pull up into the dummy grid here. Pole position, mate. Pole position. So these stock car drivers, they don't know what's about to hit them. No one's told them what's happening. No one in an arm is going to get out there. Hopefully they'll let me on. I haven't been kicked off yet, so fingers crossed. So apparently you get money if you roll over a stock car, like if you roll someone else over in the race here at this track. So I'm going to go after that money. I reckon I can roll someone. They're obviously quite loud, aren't they? Shit. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Just keep telling yourself you're not scared. Oh, what's he doing? Nah, mate, this is mine. Go away. This is my pole. It's my pole, man. It's my pole. You ain't having it. We're up next. I'm up next. These guys aren't up. I'm up. What does that mean? I don't know. Here goes the first race of the evening, just strolling on by. All right, time to go. Can I get out there?
Okay, dude, so do you actually get that thing out on the track?
Well, you're going to have to wait and see. If you're lucky, I might show you a bit later. But at the moment, we're going to go back to some teams racing, looking at another newbie with a completely different outcome.
We're going to follow Braden Lennon on his very first teams race ever.
Any nerves?
First team's race, so yeah, it'll be good fun.
Braden gets underway for the first time with the Canterbury Crushers against the Otago Outlaws. Gets pushed out wide in the first corner, but soon breaks free and sets about his job as the runner while his friends are the blockers. Braden's setting an exceptionally good pace up front, while his teammates continue to block. In saying that, Braden doesn't mind giving them a bit of a shove himself to keep himself in first place. Going into the last lap, it was looking good. And then over the line, Braden wins his very first race, cheered on by his family and all the fans. So although this was just a one-off teams race, to get out there in your very first race and win is one heck of an achievement. We're going to see a lot more of this guy in teams racing.
Well, it was absolutely awesome to see a newbie get out there and win their very first race in teams racing. But what I'd like to do is let's get back and see what happened with the Colt at Wellington Family Speedway.
No.
No.
No. No.
Well, fine. If you're going to be like that, then one thing that I wanted to talk to the audience about was our love for music.
We do love music, but actually on that topic, I'm pretty stoked because we've actually got Devil Skin involved, so we can actually use their music, which I'm pretty happy about.
But before we think about using their music, mate, if you just wind the clock back a bit back in the day when we were much younger, we got out there with Garage 16 as a band and we just killed it. It was absolutely amazing. And I reckon we might be able to do a half decent job of making our own music video.
No, I don't think we should play that.
You don't think we should play that?
I don't think we should play that.
I think we should play it. In fact, we're definitely going to play it. We're going to play that, and then we'll play that other band that you're talking about.
The other band?
Yeah.
And Devil Skin?
Yeah, the other band. And then we can let the audience decide who likes it and who doesn't.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look.
Garage 16. These former behemoths of rock covers mastery kinda reform years later. Too pushed to be backup musicians for dishing the tune. Will they succeed, or will real musicians need to be brought in?
Work with what we got.
Okay.
It's not going to get any better. Hey Aaron, what are we doing today?
Oh, we're shooting music videos.
What's the song called?
The song is called.
Sorry, no, what?
Let's go racing, talk to me, let's go speedway. I'll see you come around, hit the dirt, spray in the crowd. I never thought I'd be this into the sound. Wake up, trailer, track up, pump pack, drop the flag, there's no turning back. Racing is going into the corner, hard slide job is on ya. Can't you see my I'll see you later. You just went that fast slide job, I've got ya. You may as well just make my way to each city to try my luck, so I will see you there on the dirt. Hear the crowd, don't need a degree to work it out. Wake up, trailer, track up, unpack, drop the flag, there's no turning back. Racing is going into the corner, hard slide job is on ya. Can you see my R? See you later. You weren't just that fast slide job, I gotcha. You may as well just park. Speedway's for you and for me. Yeah. Racing is going into the corner, hard slide job is on ya. Can't you see my R? See you later. You just won that fast slide job, I've got ya. Ha 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 ha, yeah.
Okay, Kemet. Oh, geez.
I'm disturbed.
tell me, Aaron, what did you think about that?
Well, there's no real decision to make here, is there?
No, there's not. So we'll keep devil skin on.
Yeah, I think we'll keep devil skin on, yes.
Good. I thought so.
So now, are you going to tell me and tell the audience what happened with your Colt at Wellington Family Speedway?
Nah.
What? Why not?
Nah, yeah, I am. Let's see if I'm out on track.
Here goes the first race of the evening, just strolling on by. All right, time to go. Can I get out there? It looks like they're going to let me on. The track staff are going to let me on. I have successfully disguised myself as a stock car. Here we go. And I'm on the track. Here we go.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Woo. Yeah. Oh, and the crowd loves me. I'm the crowd favourite. Thank you. I'll be here all evening. I don't think anyone's realised I'm out here. Alright, so I'm all lined up, ready for the first race of the evening. Maybe that's why that's a promotion. Oh shit, I'm being approached. I think they spotted me. Oh, what, mate? I think they spotted me, mate. You alright? Back up. Yeah. Oh, mate! Oh! Yeah. Oh, far out! Oh! What? What the hell? What the? Far out, mate. Oh, he's chasing me. I better get off. Bloody hell. Oh, what happened? What happened, man? What happened? Oh. Hey, mate, like, see, you go on track, you line up, you've done all this prep all day on your engine and stuff, and you're there, about to start, and the body, they kick you off. They say it's for my safety. Their safety. Oh, I don't know.
Well, mate, I'll give you a little bit of credit where it's due. You did actually get the Colt out there.
I did, but as you saw, I got kicked off by the clerk of the course. I made it all the way to the grid. For some reason, the stock cars weren't lining up beside me, so I think that's one reason. They weren't playing fair because they were scared.
So that kind of makes you an almost man.
It does make me an almost man.
You almost raced.
Almost.
Yeah, but not quite.
Not quite. Almost.
Well, it is almost Christmas, mate, and that brings us to the end of episode 2 of Dishing the Dirt.
It sure does, which makes me a little bit sad because I really enjoyed putting this episode together.
I did too, mate. It's been a blast.
Yeah, but there's definitely going to be a lot more shows to come later on. But over the Christmas break, remember to get onto g16sport.co.nz and check out all the videos we have on demand there from ourselves and the likes of Pits Media, RJP TV, Blake Speedway, and I could go on, but I won't, just for once. Remember to check us out on our Instagram page and our TikTok page. You can check us out on Facebook as well. But most importantly, check out G16 Nation, where everyone in the dirt community is going to be posting their videos and photos and information about what's happening over summer.
Well, that's it from us. Episode 2 done and dusted. Have a great Christmas, people. We will see you in 2022.